I'm ready.
Me too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whole marketing campaign of this property and sold right.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is it.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Credit Union of America is a proud sponsor of Grizzly basketball on the internet. Credit unions are different from banks. Credit unions are non-for-profit, and their net income after expenses is returned to the members in the form of dividends and or new financial services. A for-profit bank has its income returned to a small group of stockholders. Headquartered in Wichita, Kansas, Credit Union of America was officially chartered on March 6, 1935 as the Wichita City Teachers Credit Union. In 1974, the name changed to Credit Union of America to reflect a membership that is now open to members across the country. The staff of Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you with all of your financial needs. Check them out at cuofamerica.com or call 265-3272 to speak to a friendly representative.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
West.
Go, go, go!
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGrizz. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford on the big corner of 119th West in Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. Thank you, Tom Simon and everyone at Aerotech Engineering. By Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Guin, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Intrust Bank of Wichita, 105 North Main with branches throughout Sedgwick County. Intrust is built on value. We change to meet the times, but we will never change our principles. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Now with our new location at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction on East 13th Street, just east of K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas at the east edge of Old Town. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. By Hurricane Sports Bar at the corner of 13th and Tyler. Luis Lopez has brought his hospitality west to make it convenient to Grizzly Nation. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Todd Eflin Narrates. Hey, that's me. Voiceovers for audiobooks, product or promotional videos, telephone systems, and business commercials. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field and to the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
And we thank you, Todd Taylor. A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Playoff Soccer. This is the regional semifinal in 6A West, featuring your Northwest Grizzlies and the host team, the Wichita North High Redhawks. We are at North High behind their building on their multi-purpose field, and we're happy to be here, and we're happy to be broadcasting the game for you today. And I don't mind telling you, this was not the easiest thing to get accomplished today. And I want to first start off by saying big kudos and big thank yous to the Kansas State High School Activities Association, and in particular to Jeremy Holliday up there. And Jeremy, we thank you for getting everything done that needed to be done to facilitate our broadcast today. The rules changed at Keisha as far as getting rights and getting the paperwork done and what have you, and I was not informed of that going in, and found out only this morning that what I had done to obtain permission and rights for the game was incorrect. And with Jeremy's help, we got it done. It's an online process now, and we got it all done. And Jeremy, thank you once again. Look forward to working with you in the spring. We see Jeremy at 5A softball, and I'm looking forward to doing that again next May. Beautiful day here in Wichita. Yes, this is going to be another day of summer soccer. Temperature at game time, 85, very balmy degrees. It's very humid, And as you can tell, the wind is blowing again. It is a very windy day here in Wichita. The wind is blowing 25 to 35 miles an hour. And since they've added this PA system, they may actually be introducing the starting lineups. And if they are, we're going to go ahead and introduce them with you. I'm not going to rely on the wind and the PA speaker for you to hear what's going on. And indeed, they are going to bring the players out to introduce them. This will be the first time we have ever seen this on this soccer field. North High, one of the places where they just haven't done player introductions and national anthem because they had no PA system. So my kudos to Michael Graham, the athletic director here at North High, for being able to put something together this year by way of a PA system. Very limited seating here at North High as well. There's one small grandstand. It is off to our left. The PA speaker is off to our right. And yes, it is aimed at the grandstand, and we are right in the line of fire. So anytime something comes over that speaker, it's going to come right through us, and there's not a thing we can do about it. That's just the placement we have here at North High. They have very limited electricity here, so we are very limited as to where we can go to set up our game equipment here at North High. Also want to send a big thank you out to our executive producer today, Amaya Bates, who's going to bring you all the beautiful pictures today. And we're doing it by dead reckoning because we are shooting directly into what is already beginning to be the setting sun, the sun getting lower in the sky. It's going to be very hard for, Amaya, please do not fall. It's going to be very hard for either of us to see very well across the field. We're going to do the best we can. We'll give you the best pictures we can. And I didn't tell you this, you don't need to zoom or anything. I already got it set for horizontals perfect, okay? Make it easy for you. And the team's getting ready to come out for their introductions here before this regional semifinal. The Grizzlies are playing in their road white jerseys with blue shorts, white socks, and blue numerals, and North High is in their home all red uniforms with white numerals and white trim. Grizzlies have expanded their roster for the playoffs for as long as they've lasted. They've added 2 additional players.
To the pitch, today's contestants for this regional soccer playoff game.
That's Michael Graham that's doing the PA, their athletic director. As the players come out, they're coming all the way over. Coming out to the hash marks, actually, instead of just to the center circle, so. Grizzlies on the right, Redhawks on the left as you look at them.
Now the starting lineup for the Northwest Grizzlies.
And here come the lineups for Northwest.
Johnny Wynn.
In goal, a junior, number 1, Johnny Hune. On defense, senior number 2, Basil Shakhtor. On defense, senior number 4, Landon Vestring. At midfield, a junior, number 5, Elijah Benning. Midfielder, a senior, number 6, Calvin Bell. Forward, a senior, number 7, Christian Urbano. Forward, number 8, A.J. Joint, also a senior. Sophomore forward, number 9, Jesus Ortiz. Midfielder, a junior, number 11, Carlos Gonzalez Huerta. Freshman forward, number 14, Fernando Durath. And up front, a sophomore, number 18, Jairo Mandujano Lopez. Grizzlies are coached by Austin Clifton. He's assisted by Art Shook and by Corey Roberts. Now the starting lineup for the home team, the Redhawks of Wichita North. In goal, a sophomore, number 95, Eric Gaspar. Number 6, senior defender, number 6, Luis Contreras Figueroa. Junior defender, number 14, Hector Chavez. Junior defender, number 15, Gilbert Parga.
Jose Cordero.
Sophomore forward, number 17, Omar Ibarra.
Jose.
Senior forward, number 20, Yadid Velazquez Fernandez.
Valdez.
Junior defender, number 22, Angel Lumbreras.
Zungu.
Senior midfielder, number 25, Jose Cordero.
Eric.
Freshman forward, number 33, Jose Anima. Senior midfielder, number 42, Jared Vasquez.
Face the flag. West of the players' bench.
And we'll finish this after the national anthem. And that's the Star Spangled Banner here before our regional semifinal. Where I left off was number 42 is the senior midfielder, Jared Valdez. Number 43, senior midfielder, Miguel Basungu. And, of course, I already gave you their goalkeeper, Eric Gaspar, number 95. The head coach for North, is Kurt Wolfschlager. He's assisted by Nathan Sullivan, Alfonso Arroyo. Grizzlies will face the wind here in the first half. The wind is blowing out of the south at 20 to 30 miles an hour, which means it's blowing from left to right across the field. As you're watching this on your screen, the Grizzlies will defend the goal to the right and play right to left. Johnny Hune is in goal for the Grizzlies, and a scoreless first half would be a big win for Northwest, given that this is at least a 2-goal wind. Wherever you are on planet Earth, we welcome you and we're glad to have you, whether you be from Northwest or from the North High community. Hope you enjoy the contest this afternoon, the regional semifinal. The winner of this game will in all likelihood play Garden City on Thursday in Garden City. And the loser will go home and call it a season. And if the Grizzlies should prevail today, we are planning to bring you the Garden City game in its entirety live from Garden City. The kickoff is projected to be at 6 o'clock on Thursday for that game. This game having an early kickoff because there are no lights here at North High. And the Red Hawks will kick off to start the game. So not only do they get the win, they get the ball as well. Waiting the whistle. There's the whistle. We are underway here at North High. First one's a long pass forward, borne by the wind, and that one is chipped out of play. It'll stay with North High. Deep in Grizzly territory, and not exactly the way we wanted to get things started. We'd like to see the Grizzlies get the ball and keep it for a while. Ball's thrown in very quickly. Basungo sends it back out on the near side to Chavez. Chavez centers one. That goes through everything, and that'll be a goal kick for Northwest. And this goal kick brought to you by Mel Hambledon Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hambledon Ford. We thank them for all their support throughout the year. I hate to see you getting up and down like that every time. In the air it goes, punched out by Johnny Hune. North High keeps it, goes over the goal line, and that will be a corner kick for North on the far side of the field. They'll have it, and they'll have the 25-mile-an-hour wind in their back as they launch this. So a perfect opportunity for a banana. There it is, and a score. Just like that, North High scores and takes the early lead in this contest. I'll give you the goal score here in just a moment. Evidently, they're not announcing the goals. Now that they've got this PA system, they should. I believe the goal was scored by Jared Valdez, number 42, but I'm not 100% sure. We're going to give it to him until somebody tells me otherwise. Back underway, Grizzlies with the ball, trailing now 1-0. North High scores less than a minute and a half into the game. And there's another long one. That's going to go, that'll end up in Newton. As the wind carries it. The wind, this, not only is it a windy day today, but this field is actually laid out so that it creates a wind tunnel effect with trees on one side, buildings on the other, and the wind just comes down in between them and whips through. Grizzlies on the near side with it. A.J. Joint. Good to see him back in uniform. That one gets chipped out of play. That'll belong to Northwest. Well, I'm just wondering if I'm in your way. You're right, something is beeping. One moment, folks, I'll be right with you. As soon as we figure out if that's my coffee pot or what. It was just a phone, nothing we can't handle. Back at it. Out of play, near side. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. On the near side, A.J. Joint, a nice tackle to capture the ball. Centers it. It's intercepted, however, and taken right away again by Fernando DeRath. Grizzlies can't maintain possession. North High has it. They'll bring it down. On the near side with it, bringing it down is Chavez. And Joint takes it away from him. Benning brings it up the center of the field. There's a long one that's chipped, and that's going to go, that stayed in. And down goes, who is that? That's Hyro that went down in a heap. It'll be a free kick for Northwest from about the 35-yard line of North. If you're wondering about our view here, we are at ground level. We're outside the fence, and that one is easily picked off by Gaspar, and he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. North High with it. And a nice takeaway by the Grizzlies. Here's a chance for Northwest. And a save by Gaspar. He hangs on to it. And he'll have a goalkeeper distribution as well. Sends it all the way out here to Basungu. AJ Joint hustling and making a great tackle. His second great tackle in the last 2 minutes. You think he's not glad to be back out there? North High with it, centering pass. There's a weak shot. The follow doesn't go, goes over the goal line. That'll be a corner kick for North High, as that was deflected out by Basil Shakhtar. And they'll have it on the far side of the field. 34-20 to go, first half. Grizzlies trail 1-0. This one's a low liner in the air, blocked by Landon Vestring. And here come the Grizzlies back. They send a long one down there for Jesus, but too far. And the Redhawks are going to get it back. And they'll send it back down the field. That one intercepted, headed forward. Redhawks get it back. And this one's going to go over the goal line, and that one will be a goal kick for Northwest. We're going to take a 10-second timeout and be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Insight Real Estate Group is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Soccer on the Internet, located at 608 West Douglas in Wichita.
Throw in for Northwest here on the near side. No, for North, excuse me, on the near side. Comes in, AJ's going to take it away, at least momentarily. And back out to center comes the Redhawks. Long pass on the far side. They're looking to center now. And Carlos forces one out of play. It'll be a corner kick for North. That'll be their fourth corner kick here in the first 7 minutes. That one is in the air, and that's going to go over the... It is a throw-in for Northwest. It didn't cross the goal line. Throwing it in, Calvin Bell dishes it off. He'll give it to A.J. Joint. A.J. looking for some help. He's going to be throwing it into the teeth of a 30-mile-an-hour wind. Intercepted by North. They have it at the 25, 20, 15. Centering pass, and that's going to go all the way through. No, it stayed in. Popped up in the air, and the wind holds it up. And now they're going to call a foul, and it'll be a free kick or a throw-in. One or the other. It's going to be a free kick for Northwest on the other side of the field. At the 30, North High gets it back. That one is deflected out of play. That'll be a corner kick on the near side. 9 minutes gone, first half, 1-0, North High over Northwest. The second Alfred Hitchcock Bowl of the season. Corner kick taken, put in front, loose ball goes over everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take another timeout. Back in 10. This is Grizzly Soccer.
In Trust Bank, with locations all over the Wichita Metro, is a proud supporter of Grizzly soccer.
Back underway here at North High. We have a throw in coming for Northwest. A.J. Joint will take it. Gets it into Durath. Durath triple team. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Hyro, and he's triple team, but gets it out. And now they're going to call a foul. And it'll be a free kick for Northwest. Hyro not too happy with that. He had the possession of the ball. Had managed to split the defense. Durath on the far side. He takes a long blast. And that goes over everything, and it will be a goal kick for the Redhawks. Nice scoring opportunity into the teeth of the big win by Northwest. And they're unable to cash in on it. It stays 1-0. Good crowd on hand. The stands are full. Granted, there's not a lot of them, but they are full. And North High taking their time to restart this. Now there's an issue with the referee. Not exactly sure what it was, unless he was warning them about slow play, and that would be understandable. This has taken way too long. In the air out to center, headed back to A.J. Joint. Joint dishes it off to Vestring. Landon sends one forward on the far side. Urbano sends it forward to Jesus, but he can't get to it. Jesus was triple teamed down there. Jesus had a hat trick in our last game against East High on Thursday. And I'm going to correct myself. No, that is correct. He did have a hat trick against East High. There's a centering pass. Loose in front. Jesus with it. Gets around one. Still has it. Takes a long low shot, and that one is cleared out by the defense. And the Wind takes it. Stays in. Carlos with it for Northwest. Taken away by the Redhawks and right back by Northwest again. And that'll be a foul on Northwest and a free kick coming. That foul on Calvin Bell. North High leads it 1-0 on a goal scored in the first 87 seconds. There's a shot, and that goes over everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back in 10. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This brief timeout is brought to you by the family of Eric and Courtney Jensen, longtime proud supporters of Grizzly soccer.
Here you go. Back at North High, awaiting the goal kick from Basil Shakhtar. He keeps it short to Carlos. Probably smart idea given the win. Back to Shakhtar now at the 15. He sends it over on the near side to Joint. AJ has one blocked. It rolls out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. Calvin Bell with it, sends it forward. Give and go. Now Benning with it at midfield. He sends a long one forward. Jesus trying to get to it. And it's Gaspar knocking it out of danger for North High. Headed back forward by A.J. Joint in the direction of Eli Benning. On the far side, back Landon Vestring will let it go all the way back to Johnny Hune. And Johnny, who has played very well of late, really looked good in the nets the last 4 games. Hyro with it. Fernando Durath can't get to it. And we have a foul call. That'll be a free kick for North, and this is going to be dangerous given the big wind that we have at the moment. ball placed at the 20-yard line on the football marking. Clock running, 25-35 and counting here in the first half. There's one high, and it goes over everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take another 10 seconds. We'll be back. This is Grizzlies Soccer.
Soccer on the Internet is being brought to you in part by Security First Title, providing title insurance, abstract products, and closing services on real estate in Kansas and Missouri. Offices all over the Wichita area.
Goal kick taken. North High intercepts it, and they're bringing it back down now. Good hustling play is not rewarded on the part of Christian Urbano as they call him for the foul. If you just joined us, we're at North High on their multi-purpose field behind the school building, which is the home field for their soccer program. North High hosting the Grizzlies in the regional semifinal. There's one. Johnny Hune gets a save out of it, and he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Let's see how he plays this into the teeth of this wind. And actually, from there, that's really not a bad boot. Hyro with it. Good job. Splits two defenders, gets it to Bell. Bell can't control it. Landon Vestring comes up to intercept the pass, but goes right to a North player. Now it's Carlos defensively for Northwest. Back out, Calvin Bell with it. Bell sends it over here on the near side to Hyro. And up the middle, here comes North. That's going to be Carlos providing the pressure, and he gets a foot on it. Bassel couldn't clear it. The ball in the penalty area deep, and they're going to call a foul on North. It'll be a free kick for Northwest, and there's a break for the Grizzlies. Out it comes, far side. That's going to go into the bench area of Northwest, and it will be a throw in for North. Benning can't get to it. Grizzlies trying to work it into the wind. Ortiz sends one forward for Hyro, went through his legs, and now he kicks it out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Redhawks. 22:20 remaining, first half. Grizzlies down 1-0. Winner goes on Thursday, in all likelihood, to Garden City to take on the Buffaloes. The loser will plan their awards banquet. Come on, boys, get that ball back. North High works it up the field. That wind is really helping North High. Now it's going to hurt them because it's going to blow it over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. We'll take it with them. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Soccer on the Internet is being brought to you in part by Security First Title, providing title insurance, abstract products, and closing services on real estate in Kansas and Missouri. Offices all over the Wichita area.
Goal kick coming. AJ with it, sends it to Bassel. To Landon, the three seniors in the backfield. We're going to miss all three of those guys next year. We're going to miss all our seniors next year. It's been a good group of kids. Ortiz sends one up the far side. Back to center. Calvin Bell with it. We're going to miss him too. On the near side. That's Jesus. Jesus goes down. Somehow he gets the ball back to Shock Tour, who sends it out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Red Hawks. North High, the second oldest, I believe, the second oldest high school in Wichita, East High being the oldest. And like East High, they don't have lights at their facility because of the neighborhood. They're in the middle of a residential neighborhood. Out it comes, and Brett Anderson subbed in here recently, and when we didn't notice, there's a shot. Score! Northwest ties it 1-1. Be honest with you, I don't. Do we know who got that? Who hit? Christian, thank you. Goal to Christian Urbano with 19:40 to go here in the first half. Ties it up. And we're back underway. So we're tied again. And I want to thank my spotter, Stacy Vestring, for telling me who that was. These 70-year-old eyes just can't see that far. Bassel Shock Tour at the 40. Sends it forward. And Benning goes down. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Clock running, 19 to go. First half, tied at 1. I wasn't even sure that was a goal until I saw the net buckle. That one kicked out of play. It'll belong to North. They'll throw it in on the far side. On the near side, bringing it up. Eli Benning sends it back to Calvin Bell. Back to Benning. Benning triple teamed. They take it away from him and they get a foul out of it. Be a free kick for Northwest. Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're enjoying the pictures. Amaya Bates is literally risking life and limb to get you good pictures over there. Amaya is literally a walking OSHA violation, ladies and gentlemen. I sure appreciate what she's doing, because I could never do it. North High works it up again now. They're inside the 30, inside the 20. Here's a loose ball. Shock Tour gets a foot on it, goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick for North High on the near side. Going down to take the kick is Hector Chavez. And to let you know how windy it is here today, we're out here in the open and all of our equipment is literally anchored down with a half a roll of duct tape. It's going to take us a half an hour to get the tape up so we can get out of here tonight. Chavez's kick is in the air, right in front, a header misses, still loose. Back over to Chavez it comes. That one headed, and it's going to go over the goal line. That'll be another corner for the Red Hawks. In the air it goes. Headed over the top of everything. That'll be they're calling that a goal kick for a minute. I thought they were going to give him a corner. That is a goal kick. Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is sponsored by the Kansas Joint and Spine Specialists. 10,100 East Shannon Woods, just off K96. Thanks to Dr. Brad Bruner and his staff.
Basil Shakhtar will take this kick. Benning sends it wide on the far side for Ortiz, and you can tell the wind is blowing because it's blowing harder now than it was when the game started, which is what they predicted. That one's going to roll out of play and belong to the Redhawks. They'll throw it in at about the 25-yard line. 15 and change remaining first half, tied at 1. Knocked out of play by Brandon Ramirez, came in on defense. Grizzlies subbing another player. Carlos Gonzalez Huerta comes back in for Northwest, and he will replace, I can't tell who went out. Throw-in comes in. Ramirez providing pressure. Ball popped in the air. Johnny Hune is there to corral it, and we're going to get a goalkeeper distribution and a nice play by Johnny. Out it comes to center. Ramirez traps that pass in. Gives it to Shakhtar. Shakhtar now it comes back to Ramirez. He'll send one forward. And coming through to get it is Benning. He's got some space. If he may make the run himself. He passes it off, and there's a shot blocked by the defense, and it's going to go out of play. That should be a Northwest throw-in. And it is deep in Redhawk territory. And the Grizzlies are making a substitution here. I think that's Dominic Johnson coming in. I'm looking right into the sun, folks. I'm sorry. Nope, that is not Dominic Johnson. That is Andrew Smith, who will take the throw in. Number 21 just came in. Smith throws it in very short. Gets knocked over the goal line, and that will be a corner kick for Northwest. Now, this is going to be tough because Northwest will be kicking this into the teeth of this 30-mile-an-hour wind. You can see all the corner flags are laying on the ground. It's not because we put them there. It's because the wind did. From the corner, headed away defensively by the Hawks, and out to center it comes. Landon Vestring gets a head on it to stop it, but North comes back with it anyway. Vestring again gets a foot on it. That goes out of play. That'll belong to Northwest, and a good play by Landon Vestring defensively here. Not only to stop the assault, but to get the ball back. Nice play by Calvin Bell to take it away. They call it no foul there. Carlos sends one forward on the near side. That was intended for Smith, but he couldn't get it. The wind held it up. Here comes North High back with it, bringing it down the field. Into the 10, the 5, football goal line. And back out Intercepted there by Hector Chavez. Now it's knocked. Well, it stayed in and it went out. Now it's a throw in for Andrew Smith. He takes it very quickly, and they're going to give it. They're going to say that it's North High's ball, saying that it was tipped out. Good try by Andrew Smith to get the call. Oh, they're giving him, they called a foul on Smith. Not real excited by that call. Free kick for North. Here comes a long one with the wind, headed out defensively. Good job, Grizzlies. North High gets it back. There's a shot, and Johnny, he almost gave up a rebound. He gave up a goal that way the other night against East. Gave up a rebound, and someone was parked there waiting for the slop goal and got it. This one up in the air. It's held up by the wind. Manages to get to the center circle. North High wins it, sends it backward. Now to the far side of the field they go. They start working it up. Carlos is there for Northwest. Can't keep it though. Here come the Hawks back, 3-on-6. Good play by Basil Shakur to block the lane. Asungu sends it wide. Man, it is really windy. Whew. Sorry about that, everybody. Grizzlies get it back. Andrew Smith at the 45-50. Here we go. He's got some room to work. He's bringing it down. Now he sends a long pass, and that was intended for Ortiz. Ortiz didn't see it coming. North High intercepts it. Here they come back. There's another long one off the post. Holy cow. Goes out. It'll belong to Northwest, and Johnny needs to go back and kiss the goalpost. In fact, I think it took some of the paint off. Both teams making a line change over there on the far side. We'll let them do that. Come all the way back to Johnny. He'll have a goalkeeper distribution inside 8 minutes to go now, first half. Like I said at the beginning of the game, if it's tied at halftime, we've had a great half. And we have a foul. Ortiz goes down. He gets up. Oh, he's okay. Went down kind of hard. It'll be a free kick for Northwest at the 45-yard line. Bassel takes it, sends it over to Landon. Landon pushes it forward. Grizzlies trying to work the thing down in pieces because of this high wind, which ain't all bad. Oh, Benning goes down. North comes away with the ball. Bassel got away with a push, and then there's a retaliatory push as well. Both players get away with it. No call on either one. Quite frankly, there should have been a call on both. Ramirez will throw it in for Northwest. Out it comes. Smith gets it. And a good crossing pass to the far side of the field. Durath giving chase over there, and they force the ball all the way back to Eric Gaspar, the goalkeeper for North High, who hasn't touched the ball basically since we scored. That's 12 minutes ago. This comes back to Gaspar again. On the far side. Vestring has it. Lost it. Here comes North High back with it. On the near side. There's a centering pass that's going to get blown over the goal line for a goal kick. We're going to take 10 seconds and be back. Stay with us. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Soccer on the Internet is being brought to you by Emerson Biggins in Old Town at 808 East Douglas, our luncheon sponsor at this year's golf tournament. Thank you, Luis Lopez.
Awaiting the free kick. Here it comes. And it's intercepted by North. That is not what we wanted, that deep in our own territory. There's another shot and a save by Johnny Hune. Bassel went for the block. It's probably a good thing he missed it. He might have deflected it away. North High gets it back. Down the near side comes Emmanuel Roman. And a long one is blocked by Johnny Hune. He gives up the rebound and a score for North High. And rebounds will kill you. And that was the goal scorer there was number 8, Gabriel Casabache. North High takes a 2-1 lead. 4:36 to go on the clock till halftime. Grizzlies need to get the ball and work it down the other end and keep it there. Now we don't have any halftime activities for you. Once again, I want to send my kudos out to the Kansas State High School Activities Association and for their assistance in getting this broadcast to you today. Jeremy Holiday, couldn't have done it without you. There's another shot blocked by Ramirez and then headed away on the far side by Joint. Up the far side, here come the Grizzlies. Trying to get an equalizer before halftime. 3:20 to go. Out of bounds to North High. This one comes back. Vestry's going to let Johnny pick it up. Last goal unfortunate. Johnny made a great save, but he gave up a rebound, and the rebound landed right on the foot of Gabriel Casabache. And he banged it home. There's another shot, and that one goes just wide with 2:30 to go. Oh my goodness, it'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take, yeah, we'll just keep it right here. free kick coming for Northwest. Ramirez will take it. Unless something happens, the Grizzlies are going to be trailing at halftime. In all honesty, most of the game has been played at the north end of the field. North direction, not northwest. And that's because of the 30-mile-an-hour wind out of the south. And clouds are starting to build in. It is supposed to rain tomorrow. We're supposed to get some hurricane leftovers from that hurricane that hit Mexico yesterday. Some of that rain is supposed to hit here tomorrow night. And we could use it. We'll take that rain. It's back there. A.J. Joint will knock it out of play. It'll be a throw in for North with less than a minute to go until halftime. Throw in comes in. There's a shot off the crossbar and a score. And it's 3-1 North. Jose Anima gets the goal for the Redhawks. And it's 3-1. That's unfortunate. It came with less than a half a minute remaining in the half. Grizzlies again kick off. No chance now of tying it before halftime. Maybe they can get a quick rush here and get a quick counter. That one goes wide. That'll go out of play and belong to North. And that will be the last play of the first half as we're counting it down. We're at halftime here at North High, and the score at half is the Redhawks 3, Northwest 1. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Campaign this property and it's sold right.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
High
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mel Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mel Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're at North High. Grizzlies trail at halftime by a score of 3-1. That's the bad news. The good news is they have the wind in the second half. All right, what's going on here? Got about 3 minutes left here in the halftime segment. We owe you a spot from the Kansas State High School Activities Association right now. Back in 60 seconds, here's a word from Keisha. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at North High, getting set for the start of the second half. Grizzlies, fortunately, will have the wind in the second half, and they certainly need it. Down 3-1 at halftime. The loser of the game goes home, calls it a season, and the winner of the game will travel in all likelihood to Garden City on Thursday, take on the Buffaloes. Got about 30 seconds, so hang in there. We'll be right back. Okay, Northwest in white will kick off, and they will be traveling. April Isbell is our executive producer this half, assuming she survives until the end of the game. Please do not fall off the chair. That's all we need. You know, we had Amaya Bates, the walking OSHA violation up here last half, and huh?
That's foul.
Just don't get hurt. I don't want anybody hurt doing the broadcast. That's all I can. You'll be fine, yeah. I'm the one that's nervous. North High getting set. Gaspar in goal for the Red Hawks. Johnny Hune is in goal for Northwest. Again, the Grizzlies will kick off here, and we're underway in the second half of this contest. Hopefully the Grizzlies can take advantage of this wind and find the back of the net 3 times here in the second half, because that's what it will take now to go to Garden City. Calvin Bell sends it back. Bestring in the center. We'll send it over here to Carlos Gonzalez Huerta on the near side. He sends it forward to Jairo. Jairo watches it go out of play. That'll be a throw in for the Grizzlies. And he throws it in. to Jesus Ortiz. He's got a chance. And he got the shot off, but it was saved by Gaspar and ball kicked out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest. Hyro will take care of it. Grizzlies almost returned the favor from the first half by scoring in the first minute and a half. There's a crossing pass. There's a shot. And it goes wide. That'll be a goal kick for the Redhawks, I think. Although the way they're positioning, I'm going to take that back and say it's a corner kick for us. And Hyro's going to go all the way across the field to take it. He'll have the wind at his back with this, as the wind is blowing from left to right as you're watching the game. And it's a steady wind at 25 miles an hour. In the air it goes, a big banana. He overshot his target and it goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Hawks. That one is held up by the wind and gets blown out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest. Carlos Gonzalez Huerta will handle it from his 35. He throws it in to Bell. Bell to Hyro. Hyro still with it. Leaves it for Durath. Durath at the 30. Leaves it back for Bell, and Bell couldn't get to it. Hyro comes back to take it. Goes out of play, and now it'll go to North High, and that's unfortunate. And Carlos intercepts a pass and brings it forward. He sends one in deep. Grizzlies trying to take advantage of the wind. Urbano tried to send it back. It goes out of play. And that'll be yet another goal kick. Or no, that'll be another corner kick for Northwest. That was deflected out, I guess. Hyro will take the corner kick from this side of the field. In the air it goes. And that one is headed out. That one will be a goal kick. 3 minutes gone, second half, 3-1 Grizzlies trail. We'll be back in 10. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer YouTube is being brought to you in part by the Tom Lassiter family, proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer in memory of Carla.
Goal kick about to be taken. Grizzlies have it at center, sending it on the near side. It's intercepted. North making a run here. Centering pass, that one is deflected out of play. It'll belong to North High. Sent back. Landon Vestering gets a head on it, but he can't clear it out. Does delay things a bit. He gets a foot on that one. Still can't clear it out. On the near side, North High maintaining possession. Now it goes out of play and it belongs to Northwest. Throw comes into Hyro. And you can hear the crowd screaming for a foul, and of course they got it anyway. It will be a free kick for North. Not as dangerous as it would have been on the other end because they have to do it into the wind, but still dangerously close to pay dirt. Referee pushing the line back. That's the reason for the delay. There's a shot, and that'll be a goal kick for Northwest. 6 minutes gone, second half. Grizzlies trailing 3-1. Basil Schachtor will take this. That one gets chipped into the Grizzly bench, I believe. Yep, goes into the bench. And while they're getting a throw-in going, I'm going to ask our executive producer a question. Is it my imagination? Did the assistant referees trade places? Huh? Well, that's not the same guy. Is it? Okay. I'll take your word for it. I thought they traded places. I really did. Because I thought the guy on the other side was over here. Huh? He was over there? Okay. Okay. Free kick coming for Northwest at the 23-yard line. I do not understand what the delay is here. We're doing a lot of wasting of time. And here we go. That one goes, that'll be a Newton by the time it comes down. And it'll be a goal kick for North. Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is brought to you in part by the Ron and Christy McMeekin family, proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer.
It took a quick goal kick on us, and North High bringing it down the field, and it was cleared out by Basil. Ball thrown in by North. Now it'll belong to Northwest. At center, bringing it down the field, 1-on-4. That's not going to get it done. North High wins the ball, sends it back up. DeRath trying to get it again. He's got it, and North High chips it out. Urbano goes down. Benning brings it down to the 40, 30, 20, 10. In front, shot, blocked. Great run by Eli Benning. And a foul called, free kick Northwest. Hyro sends it across. There's a shot blocked by the defense by DeRath. Boy, Benning made a nice run. We need a few more of those. And now we got caught offside. I'm telling you, they switched places. He made that call. I'm telling you, that guy would not have made that call. I know they traded places. So that leads me to the question, why did they trade places? The assistant referees have switched, and I don't know why, and I'm curious. And they may have traded places because the other guy was having a hard time keeping up with play. I don't know who any of these refs are. but he was having a hard time keeping up with, especially with the offside, and with the wind blowing the ball toward this end of the field. I could see him wanting to make that switch. That does make sense now that I think about it. North High with it in front, trying to get something done. There comes Benning trying to bring it down. He can't control it. Here comes North High right back. Shaking and baking, shot loose in front. There's a shot and a save. Another shot blocked by the defense. And Carlos finally wins it for Northwest. He can't get it out of there either, and now they're going to call a foul. Well, they call the foul and play continues. I don't understand that either. Now it's a goal kick. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. The referee signaled a foul against Northwest, and they kept playing. I don't understand that at all. 12 minutes gone, second half. Grizzlies down by 2. They need 2 to avoid at the ending of the season at the end of this half. There's a shot. That one goes wide left. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Soccer on YouTube is sponsored by McCurdy Auction and Realty. East 13th, just east of K96 Highway. Real estate, but better.
And I want to send a special thank you out to the good folks at McCurdy Real Estate and Auction for their support of the pregame show. And they will be back in the spring to do it again. And we sure appreciate their support of the Grizzly Soccer program. McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, K96 and 13th Street in East Wichita. Real estate, but better. Grizzlies with a free kick on the far side. Carlos will take it. And it's in the air out here toward Hyro. He manages to screen the ball, but the ball's going to take off and go out of play, but it was last touched by a Red Hawk, and it will be a throw in for Northwest. Grizzlies with a chance here to make some noise. Ball comes into Bell. Bell back to Hyro. Hyro dishes it off to Benning, and it's going to go out of play, and that'll be a goal kick for North High. Very unfortunate. Approaching 26 remaining here in the second half. 3-1. Redhawks, that was the score at halftime. Grizzlies gave up 2 soft goals late in the first half to give the Hawks the lead. Calvin Bell sends one over to Carlos. Carlos is over here by himself. Up the middle to Benning. And out of play, throw in for Northwest. Carlos will throw it in right in front of us. Ortiz with it, couldn't control it, and a foul called, and I think that foul was called on the turf monster. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Ortiz puts one high, looking for a header, and Gaspar gets there to make the save. The home crowd loves it. Grizzlies in North playing. Now we have a call being made over here by the assistant referee, and I think Gaspar stepped out of the box before he kicked it. Referee comes over. if he did that, that'll be a yellow card on Gaspar, and he'll have to come out. It's a free kick for Northwest. And here he's going to get the yellow card. That's exactly what happened. Gaspar went to punt the ball, and he came out too far, stepped over the top of the penalty area. And they did not give him a yellow card. Shame on you, referee. That's a yellow card offense, Bubba. It's going to be an indirect kick, I believe. Which referee is talking to the wall of 7. Telling them not to step forward until after the ball has been touched. Calvin Bell, in all likelihood, is going to take this one. Shot is blocked by the wall, and I don't understand one bit of what just went on because there should have been a yellow card. Oh, that one went over the top. It'll be a goal kick for North and a bad break for Northwest. They've had 2 bad breaks here in the last 15 seconds. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Many thanks to the families of James McNeese and David and Luana Clark for their support of Grizzly Soccer.
I got enough. Back underway. North High deep in Grizzly territory now. There's a great tackle by Shocktour. They can't clear it out, though. There's one across the mouth of the goal. That was dangerous. And it goes out in a break for Northwest. It'll be a throw in for the Grizzlies. I'm going to ask our resident referee expert for her opinion. One moment. Yeah, exactly. And that means the goalie would have had to come out. All right, we just visited with our rules expert and executive producer, April Isbell, who 100% agrees with what I just said about what went on down here a moment ago. And that was that it was a handball outside the box, and it should have been yellow card for the goalkeeper. There's a shot and a save by Gaspar. Off the foot of Benning. And it will be a corner kick for Northwest. Great play by Eli Benning. There's a centering pass, and it's cleared out, but Bell's there. And he sends a long one that goes over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for the Redhawks. Let's take 10. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by the family of Glenn and Camille Nyberg, longtime supporters of the soccer program and the annual golf tournament in memory of Glenn.
Our drinks are here. Back at North High on a very windy afternoon here in Wichita. Grizzlies trailing 3-1. North High will get a free kick here. 20 minutes to go, second half. Grizzlies down 3-1. regional semifinal. This is an elimination game for both teams. Loser goes home. That one headed away, but North High is there. Oh, good play defensively. That time by A.J. Joint. He knocks it out of play, and it will be I think they're going to give us a goal kick there. Yep. And North High is going to sub in a player while they're doing that. Well, if they're going to go to all this trouble, we're going to do it too. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by Mel Hamlin Ford, 11771 West Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Grizzly.
Back underway. Ball on the far side of the field. Here come the Grizzlies. 1-2 on 4. That's going to go out of play. It'll stay with Northwest, however. Got so many people to thank. I'm going to thank a few of them. Here's another goal kick. We'll keep it right here. One of those that I want to thank again this year is our voiceover announcer, Todd Eflin. ToddEflin.com. That's E-F-L-I-N. Todd has been with us now. This is his 6th year with us, and we are very grateful to him donating his services to the cause. His wife is a Northwest High alum. So that's their way to give a little something back to the school, and we sure appreciate it. Todd and his wife lived here in Wichita for many years and now live in South Dakota, in Sioux City, South Dakota. So, or is it Sioux Falls, South Dakota? Sioux Falls, South Dakota, excuse me. Anyway, he operates nationwide. If you have need of voiceover services for anything, I'd appreciate you looking him up at ToddEflin.com and showing your support and thanking him for supporting Grizzly Soccer by donating his time and talent. We sure appreciate it. North High with the ball on the far side of the field, 17 and change remaining. And there's a big tackle and trip, and that's going to be a card on the Grizzlies, whomever that is over there. Who did it? Brandon Ramirez will take a seat after getting a yellow card. That's a pretty hefty-duty foul, too. I don't mind telling you. And I don't know how, but our game clock is a minute ahead of the official clock, so we'll change ours. We haven't had any goals. We haven't had to stop it for anything. He's going to walk off his 10 yards, is the referee. He moves the wall back. And he's telling them the same thing he told the North High boys down here a moment ago. Don't encroach, lest you be carded. And there we go. We're back underway here at North High. And the Grizzlies with a chance, 3-on-2. Actually, it's 3-on-1. Hyro passes it. Jesus gives it back to Hyro. He's all alone, and he can't get the shot off. A good save by Gaspar to tackle the ball. And got to give credit where credit is due. Eric Gaspard made a nice play for the Hawks to keep it at 3-1. Grizzlies had a 3-on-1 breakaway and couldn't cash in. That may be the story of the night right there. A lot of time left, 16:20 to go. Plenty of time to get 2 goals to get back even here. Hyro with it on the near side, sends it up. Benning couldn't get to it. Landon Vestring back now. That one chipped out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. That one chipped forward. On the far side, North High sends it back. Carlos got bumped. Play continues. North High with it. There's a crossing pass, and it was too far. Went all the way through the mouth of the goal. And the Red Hawks still with it now. It's blocked by Bassel, and Bassel will send it back out. Here's Hyro with it at the 40, the 50. Got 2 men in front of him, splits them, and forgot to take the ball with him. Here comes North High back with it. And a whistle blows, and it's going to come back. Looks like it's going to be a free kick for the Hawks. And they'll take it right in front of us at the 27-yard line. And they move it back to the 25. In the air and going, borne by the wind, it goes into the North High bench. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. Grizzlies bring it down. Benning sends one to Hyro. Hyro has the ball tackled away from him on a nice play. Ortiz gets it back. It's deep in Red Hawk territory. He's 1-on-2. Got to get around him. Oh, he was able to feed it out in the direction of Eli Benning, but Benning couldn't get to it. Here comes North High back with it. There's a chance, and this goes all the way back to Johnny. And Johnny Hune will. Landon Vestring sends that one out. On the near side. Here's Jesus with it. He splits 2 men. Still with it, tried to dish it over on the far side to Christian Urbano and couldn't get it to him. It goes out of play, and Northwest will get the throw in. 13 to go, second half. That one's going to come right toward us. Actually, the wind blew it a little bit north of us. Eli throws it in to DeRath. Goes through his wickets. Wind blowing harder than ever now. North High bringing it up. They got the ball 4-on-4. This one gets deflected over the goal line. It'll be a corner kick for the Red Hawks on the far side of the field. They'll be taking it into the wind. In the far corner. Wind blowing the ball out of the arc. Loose in front and headed away. on the near side. Who's going to get it? North High maintains the possession. Centering pass. Shot and a score. When the Grizzlies couldn't get it out of there, you knew it was coming. It's 4-1, and that may do it. With a little over 11 minutes to go, 3 goals is going to be hard to pick up, even if the wind is at your back. And you can kind of see by the way the players in white are carrying themselves, they may have figured this one out. That one's going to go out of play and belong to the Hawks. Throw it into their own end, send it across. Benning over there, he's playing like it's a 0-0 tie, hoping for a mistake. Here's Ortiz. And Ortiz is guilty of a foul, and it'll be a free kick for the Hawks. That one headed out. And down goes Carlos, double teamed. It'll be a free kick, I believe, for Northwest. Yes, they're going to let him kick it. Calvin Bell at midfield. There's a beautiful pass. Shot and Gaspar the save, and he's one of the reasons we're down by 3 goals, ladies and gentlemen. He has been great in goal tonight. Gaspar will have a goalkeeper distribution. Grizzlies fighting to get it back and unable to do so. Here's a break for North High. And Johnny distributes it to Carlos. The referees in the stands wanted a foul. They did not get it. Benning with it down the middle. Eli has it poked away by the defense of North High. And here they bring it back up on the near side. That's Anima with it. He's got one of the goals tonight. He sends it up on the near side to Jose Mata. And that one goes over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This part of the Grizzlies Soccer broadcast online is sponsored by me at Todd Eflin Narrates. Online at toddeflin.com. Go Grizzlies!
Back awaiting the goal kick, and as we say thank you to all of our sponsors. We're going to give you the last 8 minutes of the game commercial free. All the sponsors we've had this year: Mel Hamilton Ford, Aerotech Engineering, Emerson Biggins, Hurricane Sports Grill, Security First Title, Credit Union of America, Intrust Bank, Dugan and Giroux Attorneys, all of the families and friends who have supported by buying, being whole sponsors of the golf tournament. Don't have time to name all of you, but you know who you are, and we thank you all for your support of Grizzly Soccer. I thought that was going to go in. I would say it was a nice play. We thank all of our sponsors for their support throughout the year. Couldn't have done it without you. And I also want to send my personal thanks out to those who have helped with the broadcast this year, especially Aiden Folds, who is not here because he's working today. But especially to Aiden Folds, and especially to the young lady that's standing on the table over here to my right, Miss April Isbell, for all her hard work as well. We couldn't have done it without her either. There's another one that goes out of play. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. North High is getting some offensive momentum even into the teeth of this wind, and that and the goalkeeping play of Eric Gaspar are pretty much throttling Northwest here in this second half. We have not scored with a 3-goal wind at our back. We have been unable to put the ball in the net. We've only had 1 or 2 really good chances this whole half. We're inside 6 minutes to go now in what may be the rest of the season. Jesus at the 15 has it poked away. Then North High has 8 men playing defense because they don't need to score. All they need to do is keep us out of the hole. And packing it in, they're doing just that. We have a goal kick coming for the Redhawks. By the time they get this off, there'll be 5 minutes to go in the second half. And now a whistle. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we get a delay of game yellow card here. And they did stop the clock at 5:06 remaining. And is he giving him a yellow card or not? Don't shake your finger at him, card him. That's what you're supposed to do. Back underway again. Grizzlies will have a free kick at the 20. Benning gets around 2 guys, gets a shot off, and it goes wide. And it will be a goal kick for North High, but quite honestly, Eli Benning has been the vast majority of our offense here in the second half. Carlos with it. Sends it. Bell can't get a foot on it, and here comes North High back with it now. They send a long one. Grizzlies trying to get possession again, so far unable to do so. North High on the far side has it. There's Eli Benning back with it. Getting a chance. Shot. Score! Eli Benning finally gets rewarded. And it's 4-2. And a great feed pass from midfield to Benning for the score. Maybe too little too late. 4-2 the score. 3:43 on the game clock. North High will kick it off. And again, all they have to do here is run the clock out. Out of play, that'll be a throw in for Northwest. Jesus will throw it in. Give and go back to Jesus. Now he's got 2 men draped on him, gives it to Hyro. Hyro gets around them both. Hyro still with it. Gives it to Shakhtar. Everybody playing up for Northwest, trying to get more offense. Here's a trip, and they didn't call it. They called advantage instead. Not sure it makes a whole heck of a lot of difference either way. It's going to be a throw-in for North High. And now we have another throw-in for North. Of course, every one of these throw-ins takes time, and time is the one thing Grizzlies don't have enough of. Loose in front, score. Johnny whiffed on it, and North High gets a cheap goal to ice the game. Five to 2, 2:07 to go in the game and in the season for Northwest. Now, whatever glimmer of hope they had is now gone as the deficit is back to 3. Grizzlies kickoff. North High comes away with it. Here we go again. And we have a foul call. What do we have? We have a whistle, I should say. And they're bringing the ball all the way back out to the 25 and giving it to North. I do not understand that. But that's what they did. That one goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick for. There is no way that's a goal kick. The AR signaled a goal kick. He could not have been more wrong, and if it gets overruled, it will be a corner kick for North High. Clock running, 1:09 to go. Northwest will finish their season 7-10, and given the situation this year with injuries, oh my gosh, they've had so many injuries. With injuries and the tough schedule, 7-10 is, I'm going to tell you, that was a good year. Another free kick coming for North, and the clock stops. Not know why they stopped the clock. Did he card somebody and I missed it? Who'd he card? Carlos got carded. And now he heads off the field. So there's 27 seconds left in the game. It'll be a free kick for the Redskins once they get Carlos off the field. He's done. That one goes over the top. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. With 20 seconds to go, that should do it. Ten now, 9, 8, 7. And that's it. We're final. Grizzlies fall 5-2. North High advances and will take on, in all probability, Garden City at Garden City on Thursday. Thank you, April. We're going to go ahead and sign it off here. We'll just give you one programming note because we haven't done it. Obviously, the soccer season is over. We have football on Friday. We are home against Campus High out of Hayesville. And we'll be on the air at 6:30 with pregame on Friday night, and then kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. So join us right here on NWHS Grizz for football on Friday. For April and for Amaya, I'm Kevin Arkin saying Grizzlies fall 5-2. Thanks for a great year. We'll see you in the spring for girls soccer and Friday night for football. Have a good evening, everybody.